Whoops. Uh-oh. Oh boy, had to pull out my real kazookalele. It's getting to be the holidays and I'm experimenting. You know, I've been building these kazookaleles for a while, toy kazookaleles. But every once in a while, I plug my system into a real one. There's a few of them floating out there, especially for us guys that can't play and can't sing. But a little toy guy is here. Close, smaller, and still tons of fun. Anyway, I thought today we would do some homecoming style balloons since it's getting close to the holidays and they've got that cool commercial running on. I think it's the post office that's running it. Home for the holidays. Da, 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 da. So I was just feeling like a little tinkery, and I want to tell you guys I've been trying to get a little more upbeat on my social media. So my son and I did a little work on the website today. It's a little easier to navigate. So folks, check out captainvisual.com and you can see products like the plumber kazoo and the strummer kazookalele, and my balloon artist field bags are on there, and some cool information about Captain Visual and my clowning exploits, coloring pages, all that good fun stuff. I've also been working on my Captain Visual YouTube channel. So what a lot of people have been asking, you know, I've been making videos on and off live here on Facebook for a couple of years now. Actually, it kind of surprised me how far back I've gone with these things. And they're kind of hard to find because, you know, Facebook, you sort of scroll away in that little, you know, history channel and then it can't be found. So I spent today hunting down those live videos and posting them on YouTube. So if you go to the Captain Visual YouTube channel, you can find the Christmas balloons from last year, the Valentine balloons. There's a whole bunch of things. I did a thing on Joe Cool bodies with superheroes, and I did another piece on teddy bears, all the different things you can do using a teddy bear body. So check it out, subscribe. There's about close to 30 videos on there now, and there's going to be plenty more if I keep doing this stuff here. At any rate, that's enough of the this and that that's going on. And I thought that what I would like to do today, since we talked about going home for the holidays, was build a little gingerbread house. Now, this is going to require 4 balloons. I use brown ones for this because, hey, gingerbread, right? Get some brown balloons in there. But a lot of times you'll get little girls that want castles, or, you know, little boys that just want to stump you. Maybe they want to be a realtor when they grow up. I don't know. But they do ask for houses and castles and things like that. This also makes for a really cute birdhouse as well. So it's versatile. So what we're going to do is we're going to blow up 4 balloons. Now, I didn't sit down and practice this today, so I'm kind of winging it a little bit. I've done this plenty of times in restaurants and nursing homes and things like that, but it's not one of those ones, again, that gets asked for very often. But when somebody asks you for it and you can pull it off, it impresses them, because you're not going to see too many people cranking out little gingerbread houses or bird houses or houses, period. You know, you're just not going to see it. And if you take this idea, you can take it a few extra steps. Now, I'm not making it humongous, but I'm going to make it maybe a little bit bigger than I may usually, just so you can get a chance to see it. So what I've done here is I started out with 4 balloons, approximately all blown up about the same size. And there's maybe a hand's width of tail left. There's not a lot of twist in this, but there will be a fair amount of waste. So what we're going to do, we're going to start out by putting an ear twist on the end of each one of our bubbles. Now this is really more to make it look good. You can get away without doing this, or you can twist it back in later. In fact, I'll leave one out so that we can see how we do that. So you can see here we've got a little ear twist on the end. So what we're going to do is we're essentially going to make a rectangle. So I got the one balloon comes across. Well, what am I doing here? You know, that's the one, and then we're going to get over here and we're going to put another one in this side. So they're standing up, okay? And we're making a little square. Now this is the one that I didn't put the ear twist in. Now we're going to put that on there just the same way. And I'm doing this just to kind of show you how we can tidy this up. And then, see how it's going straight up? And then the last one comes across, and you can see how we have a square there. And we go around, and we bring it up. So basically we've created a square. This is basically a weave like you would make if you were building like a crown or something. So I want to go back to this little guy that we did not make the ear twist with. All you got to do is, after you're done your thing, if you started out without the ear twist, you just take the knot and tuck it in there, and it essentially does the same thing. So if you start without the ear twist and you go back in and clean it up later, it's not a big deal. So what we've done here is we've made a little square, and all the tails are shooting straight up. Now we're going to come up about maybe a little bit more than a hand, okay? And we're going to make an ear twist. Now again, you can come across to the next bubble, lock them in place, and then put an ear twist in there and bring it across. Or you can twist an ear twist in here and come across and shoot it straight up. So there's a couple of different ways. It's a matter of comfort level. But you see, we're building basically a cube. We're going to come across again. Sometimes it's easier to visualize it if you go across and then put the ear twist in, because you want everything to be as parallel as possible. And again, here we're going to try to get our cube. All right, and that locks into the ear twist. So we've got a nice little cube there going on. This guy's shooting straight up. Is that all making sense to everybody? Here we go. Now, again, if you wanted to, you can make this more rectangular. I chose to make it a square just, you know, for simplicity's sake. But what we're going to do is we're going to come up and we're going to make a triangle on one side. See here? See the little triangle? And we're just going to twist them like that. Basically looks like a little X. Now, again, we're going to put an ear twist here. Okay? Now the ear twist is going to help it, you know, stabilize it. And then you go to the other side and you make a little cross. Again, getting a triangle. And you want to put another ear twist. Now, this is where we get a little creative. We got, on both sides, we've got excess hanging on. Oh, I lost my bubble. my ear twist. Alright. Can you see that? So what I'm going to suggest is take the longest one, and that's going to come across the top of your roof. Okay? And we're going to lock that into that ear twist, like so. And at this point, that particular piece we don't need anymore. So we can make a safety bubble, you know, a bubble that we're going to use to tie the knot, and get rid of what's left, like so. Put it in our little trash pocket, in our field bag, and then tie that knot. Okay, now, we don't need any of these guys either, so we're going to repeat that process a couple of times. Making sure that you don't mess up your ear twist. And then the last bubble. Alright, you see how that ends up there? Now this last guy is going to be our chimney. Now, this is going to be a little tricky because we don't necessarily need our chimney to be that tall. Heck, that would give Santa a lot of squeezing to do to get down that chimney. So we're going to tear off some of it. You can figure out what you want, proportion it to your house. And you want to let out some of the air. You want it to be kind of a squishy thing. Alright? Because we're going to do a tulip twist up there. Now, can you see our basic hat right there? Whoops. I let the cat out of the bag. I let the hat out of the bag because one of the things that we're going to do with this bad boy when it's finished is you can set it on their heads like that and make a hat out of it. See, that's kind of the fun part, but I spoke too soon. Now, we have the little house, we've got a little chimney, and we got to put some smoke up there. So maybe we'll use a clear one just for fun. Okay, now, has anybody made a spiral out there? I'm going to go through the system here. Now, this one, I blow the spiral up by mouth. Well, I use a hand pump to start with. First, you blow it up all the way. Okay, like so. And then you let all the air out. Now that's important because what this does is it weakens the balloon, makes it easier for it to spiral, and it also makes it longer so you can get more spirals out of it. Now, what I'm going to do is I take it and I put it in between my fingers like so, the crotch of the finger, whatever you want to call that, and then I spiral around away from the palm of my hand to the tips of my fingers. Can you see how that winds down there like so? Now, if you have a filbert, you could push this on a filbert and blow it up and it slowly, and it'll come around there on a stand-up pump. I know a lot of you guys have filberts out there, or another upright pump would work. It'll work on an electric pump. You can even do it with the hand pump, but you have to kind of lock your pump in place, and you know, you have to be a contortionist, in other words. But if you can blow it up, whoop, whoa, it helps. You got to make sure it doesn't twist over your fingers, gang. Oh boy, here we go. Try it again. Alright, so we get a nice little spiral like so. Now, you want to go to the base, you want to leave a long nozzle there. Can you see that nozzle? I'm going to tie a knot right there. Now, we're going to get the end of the nozzle, we're going to go back to our chimney, and we're going to take the knot, and we're going to line it up with the knot at the top of our chimney, stuff it, whoops, stuff it in there, and you grab that knot, pull your finger out, and you twist it like a tulip twist. Okay, and there you have it, gang. One little gingerbread house with some snow, with some smoke coming out of the chimney. And as I showed earlier, we could place it on top of their head and make them a little Hansel and Gretel. I don't know. Now, if you want to get fancy, you can kind of put snow on there. You can get some white balloons and blow them up and just add it on like this. And come across and go up top. You just follow the path of your ear twist. Tee that up. Isn't that cute? Little gingerbread house with some icing on there, some snow. You can run it across the top. It all depends how fancy you really want to get. But it's a cute little thing. Home for the holidays. That's what I was thinking about today. I was feeling a little home for the holidays. Because I was talking to my son Michael, who's out in California, way out there. I think he's talking about going skydiving today. Oh my gosh. Anyway, he's on the road, and we're not going to see him till Christmas. So I was thinking home for the holidays. Anyway, we're going to set that aside. And I got a silly one that I was thinking about. I've been doing a lot of brown balloons lately. I don't know. But, and I haven't done this in a while. So, remember the other last 2 videos back, actually, I did turkeys. A whole bunch of turkeys, and they were cute little birds and everything. But I do a single balloon turkey, which I showed you. But then I do one that's cooked for the holidays. So if you're vegan out there, you might want to, turn your head or something right now. But I'm going to do my little home cooked turkey. Now this one's going to use a pop twist. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to make an ear twist, and I'm going to come up about 2-3 inches and make another ear twist. Now, I'm going to do what I call a split twist. Now, what this is you take your ear twist and you divide it in half by pushing the joint through the middle. Okay. And you twist that guy so there's 2 little bubbles like so. Can you see that? Is that clear? And then we're going to make a bubble, which is going to be our pop twist. And you make another ear twist, like so, and split that in half as well. Alright, and then you come down and you make another bubble the same length as the first one and lock them in place. Alright, so this is what you have, okay? An ear twist, up, split twist, pop twist, because we're going to pop that balloon eventually. Another split twist, and another one down here. Now, we're going to make a loop, like so, and it's not a real big loop, just big enough, and then we're going to take whatever we have left, and we're going to make what looks like, almost like a hat, okay, like if you were to make a space helmet on a little kid. Flip it around like so. Alright? Can you see where we're going with this already? Now, we're going to finally get to that pop twist. It's the bubble between the 2 split twists. You get in there and pop it off, and then you tilt these guys back. Like so. And there you have a little turkey with some drumsticks on the side. If you need to, you can draw little wings on there. Let's see, I got a marker. There you go, if you have to. There, and we got ourselves a little turkey. So sometimes it's funny, you know, if you make the one balloon turkey that I did the other day, and then back it up with this turkey. Say it's the before and after shot. There you go. But boy, oh boy, it's almost time to start cranking those turkeys out. Now, so as we're getting a little bit closer to winter, I was thinking that one, we can make ourselves a little snowman. Now, there's a couple different ways of making a snowman, and this is one way that I get away with. Now, it's going to start out, I'm going to make a white balloon and pull out a black balloon and make a little hat. I think it's a little dark here, so I think I might have a black balloon. Yep, there we go. Now, what I like to do is start out with a black balloon. It doesn't matter how we blow it up because we're going to have some waste here. But you make a tulip twist in the top by putting your finger in and grabbing the knot and pulling your finger out. So you have that tulip twist that I showed you how to do plenty of times. And you twist it off like so. Okay? And then I do 3 little fold twists. 1, 2, 3. Okay? There we go. So it's kind of like a little flower. And you make it safety bubble and you tear it off. Throw it out. Now, tie a knot with what's left. Dun, 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 dun. We got a little tiny hat for our snowman. Now, what we're going to do is I take the white balloon and use the nozzle. Just lock it in so you stay in there. Look at that. It's a snowman on Slim Fast right there. Oh, yeah. Okay. We know if a snowman took Slim Fast, there'd be a mess out on the front lawn real quick. Oh, boy. Well, we're going to do a roll through here. We're going to do one bubble, and we're going to come back like we're making doggy ears. Lock it in there, and then come back and do a roll through. Okay. And here's where it gets exciting. We got the snowman head. He could be snowman on a stick. You can give him a little teddy bear body, you know, give him a little neck. And one roll through for one arm, another roll through for another. See that? And then you can come down to the bottom and little teddy bear body, quick little snowman, zippity-doo-dah. And what you could do is you could put a little carrot on his nose. You can take just the tip of the of an orange carrot or orange balloon. It's an orange carrot. Now I like to do, you take the tip and I like to show kids if you squeeze it, it's hard to see, a little puff of smoke comes out of there. And I tell them it's a steamed carrot. Oh yeah, a little steamed carrot. And just put a little bit of air there. Now, this one here, you might want to try to get the nozzle to be a little bit long, because sometimes if you put an extra knot on the end, create what I like to call an anchor knot. Can you see how there's 2 little knots there? And you can sort of tuck that knot in there, and it'll stay in place a little bit better. Give you a little carrot nose. Okay, and then another thing you can do is you can grab a little red balloon. Blow it up and go about 3 or 4 inches in there. Do a little ear twist. Bring it around Frosty's neck here. Give it a little twist. And then another length about the same length as the first one. Safety bubble. Tear it off. Knot. snowman with the nose. Grab the marker out. Give him a couple of eyes. I like to give him a little smile. There you got Frosty. Frosty the snowman with a holly jolly soul. Oh boy. Sound good? Now if you wanted to, you can make the snowman's head and the 2 ear twists for the body, fold twist, whatever you want to call them, and then put a round balloon on the bottom and make them look a little chubbier. Now, just for the sake of expediency, we'll undo his legs, and we'll show you that. Just tear them off, and so essentially you got just Frosty with the arms, and they got a, whoops, got to find me a white balloon. 1 second, gang. There it is. Oh, that's a clear balloon. It'd help if I remember where I put these guys. There they are. Okay. Round balloon. Tie it off and put it right in the base there. Alright, see that? A little bit, you know, it's an added balloon, but it adds a dimension to it. If you want, you could put little, you know, buttons on there and make them look a little extra jazzier. Cool if you want to do little placement settings or things like that. Dun, 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 dun. Now, if you go on the YouTube channel, the video that's got the Joe Cool bodies in there, I do have an Olaf snowman made out of the Joe Cool body, and it shows a different way to make the snowman's head so that it looks more like Olaf. So, you know, if you're feeling adventurous and you want to go to the YouTube channel, just look for Captain Visual and look for the video that's got the Joe Cool balloons, and you'll see the Olaf version of the snowman on there as well. So we got ourselves a snowman today. We have ourselves a little turkey, 1 balloon turkey. And a fancy little gingerbread house. So that's a few things. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to show you. Since we're talking about going home for the holidays, you got to get there. And I was going to show you a simple little choo-choo train. Now, I saw a really cute one today, but oh, I'm losing track of who put it up. It was really cute. But this is a super simple one, and maybe we'll do gray smoke. Maybe it's got a lot of coal burning. So we're going to do our little spiral again. Blow it up, let the air out, see if I have better luck with my gray balloon. Again, laying it flat, spiraling it outwards. Slinky, Slinky, wonderful, wonderful toy. I tell the kids, you like that? I learned this in spring training. Yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, so we get this and we tie a knot in the end. Now, we're going to make our train backwards. And for the sake of Thomas the Tank Engine, we'll do it below. Now, got about, well, I don't know, 5-6 inches of tail there. You want it to be kind of spacious on the end. And we're going to take our nozzle and we're going to push it in the end of the knot and make that twist. And again, this is an anchor knot, what we're doing. Putting it in there and twisting it like so. And we've got our little smokestack going on. So, come down about 2 inches, and you have your smokestack, and do an ear twist. Okay, and then we're going to do a fold twist. And what I do now is I do 1 bubble, 2 bubbles, of both 1-inch bubbles, a 3rd one, and a 4th one. So we go up 2, back 2, lock them together, and I do a roll twist right here. 2-inch bubble, roll it in there. And you want to take that ear twist and kind of tuck it in so that the cow catcher comes forward. All right, can you see the little choo-choo train starting to come together there? And we're just going to make another fold twist in the back, and it could be kind of bigger because it's going to be the where the engineer sits in the train. And then you can do another ear twist in the back. And that will tee up our choo-choo. And there you go. Woo woo! A little choo-choo train. Now, if you want to get fancy and, the little kids, as we said, like their Thomas the Tank Engine, you just put a little happy face on the front there. A little smile, and put a little number 1 on the side. Now, again, I've told you this plenty of times. If you crack out the pen and start drawing on the balloons, be prepared to draw on every other balloon you come across, okay? Because they're going to want it. But sometimes it helps to solidify what it is that you just made. But a real simple 2-balloon choo-choo train. If you don't want to do the spiral, you can make like a little great cluster of white balloons or gray balloons and put it in the top so that it looks like, little smoke coming out the top. And you could do little wheel marks here. And you could draw all over this guy. I think it was Derek did it, the train, and he had a similar idea, but he used a couple different colors for in the wheels and the roll throughs, but quick and easy. So, and if you want, you can use your plumber kazoo to do your choo-choo train noises. All aboard! Oh, you knew I had to pull out the plumber kazoo sooner or later, because I just like making noise, gang. What can I tell you? Anyway, I'm going a little easy on you tonight. I've been looking at all these videos I've been posting on YouTube, and this one's an hour, that one's an hour, and I don't know if people have that much time in the day, because we know that you want to be out twisting the balloons. But follow that YouTube channel, subscribe to it, like it, whatever, and know that I'm going to attempt to be doing this every week. It'll be here on Facebook for you all to find, and then I'm going to move it over to the YouTube channel so that it will be there for prosperity, I guess. Anyway, until next week, you guys have fun. Oh, and if you do go to my Captain Visual website, my phone number's on there. It's captainvisual.com. And if you want to talk to me about plumbers or balloon artist field bags and custom colors or coloring pages, any of that good stuff, send me a text message, send me an email, or even, private message me here on Facebook. I'll be happy to talk to you about things that will suit your needs. And hey, the holidays are coming, so maybe you want to treat yourself to a Christmas present. All right, gang. Captain Visual signing out. I'll see you next Monday at 7 o'clock. That's the plan.